I'd like to introduce the mayor of the city of Liverpool.
Thank you very much, and I know Senator Lesniak just ducked out. I have to tell you, I've heard a lot of Senator Lesniak's speeches. That was probably one of his best ones. I didn't know he dropped out of Rutgers twice. I had no idea about that, but I thought the one line where he said that you and I have second chances and you took it was probably the most meaningful thing he could have said. Because every so often people go through life and they stumble. And every so often there's a roadblock, or there's one of those moguls you have to come over. And you often wonder, can you get over it? You know, can I get over that? And I faced those same questions in a little different way. I had to deal with my parents in 1972 when I graduated college. My father was a letter carrier, and my mother stayed at home and raised 4 children. And the deal was, when you graduate high school, Chris, we'll pay for your college education, even though it's going to be a strain on the family because nobody else ever graduated college in my family. We'll pay for your college education if you get out in 4 years. Well, guess what? After 2 years, I was a bartender, and I always had money in my pocket. And I figured, I don't need school. What do I got to go to school for? I'm tending bar. I'm always having somewhere to go. I can go out with anybody I want when I want. Why do I need to go to school? So I dropped out. And then I was tending bar, and then I was tending bar 5 and 6 nights a week. And I was like, this is hard work. On your feet for 8, 9, 10 hours. This has got to be a better way than this. So I went back to school. And I then achieved my degree in economics. And then eventually a master's degree in public administration. But guess what? I had to pay my parents back for those first 2 years of school because I made a deal with them. So now I broke that deal. So I had to not only pay for the rest of my education on my own, but I had to pay them back. So it was a really good lesson. And I have to tell you, I've never made deals like that since. Because I'm not so sure where it would go. But I have a daughter who's 11, who's constantly says to me, Daddy, let's make a deal when I want her to do homework. She has 2 book reports that are due on Wednesday. One is finished, and one she has a draft. So this morning, she said to me, Daddy, let's make a deal. I'll go to the pool first, and then do the book report later. And I said, I'm not so sure I'm liking this deal, Jacqueline, because Tuesday's going to come really quickly, and you have to be back in school on Wednesday. You probably face similar choices. You probably said to yourself, you know, what do I got to go on Tuesday for? Maybe I'll just skip Tuesday and show up on Wednesday. He's nodding his head, this guy over here. I said, yeah. I said that a lot of times, he's saying, right? Well, you didn't listen to those thoughts. You got up and you went and you finished and you got your GED. And some of you are getting into a community college. And some of you are prepared to move forward in other ways. But you know why you're able to do that? Because you had the self-discipline that gave you the position and the ability to do that. There's no senator, there's no mayor, there's no teacher, and there's no director of this program that can give you the self-discipline that you all gave yourself. And if you can do that, you can do anything. Congratulations on your graduation.